The most important lesson I've learned is never run out of cash and never run out of heart, because those are the only two things that'll kill you. It's probably always a good time to start a business if it's what you want to do. There's a couple of things I would say. One is you should start something when you're lying. You should only start something if you reach the point that you're lying in bed at night and you can't sleep because you're obsessing over the idea. If it doesn't meet that test, don't do it, because it's going to be much harder than you can imagine. It won't go anywhere near as well as you imagine. And so if you don't start on a real high of excitement, you won't have the momentum to carry you through. So that's one thing. And then the other thing is, people always ask me, are you having fun? And my answer is always exciting, often fun. Raise the money before you need it, right? So given the choice between suffering a little more dilution because you didn't wait till the last possible value creation moment and running out of dough, I opt for the former. So I've always tried to make sure we've had at least a year's cash in the bank before we go out and raise money. You'll carry yourself differently. You won't have to take terms you don't necessarily like. You might get a lower valuation than you might have, but you won't lose sleep at night either. Venture folks are people, and in your life you'll meet people you like and people you don't like. And this is a group of people who are probably on their best behavior when you're raising money for them. So that's the high watermark, right? And so you want to find people who in that process you're really, really enjoying, because you're going to go through some rough times with them, and you want to make sure they got your back when that's happening. So that's a really important characteristic, and you can reference that. You can talk to other people, you can find out about folks. So you want these folks to have your back. You want to make sure they can add value that goes beyond money. And everybody's going to do that in a different way. In Maveron's case, we had some particularly esoteric issues we had to deal with that related to regulatory stuff. And Dan happened to have relationships with folks who could help us navigate that path. And he was very helpful in setting up the right discussions, sitting in those discussions, helping those people understand why Maveron thought we were good folks and why those regulators thought we are good folks. Because it matters, right? I think the Maveron people are well regarded as honorable folks, and so if they think we're honorable folks, that bestows a certain credibility upon us.